This is a public service announcement to everyone who is under and who can hear my voice right now. Please, please, I don't care whether you're a barber, you're a stylist, you're a hobbyist barber. I don't care what, I don't care. Look, we're all human beings. Can we please, in 2024, please stop comparing yourself to other people? Please stop comparing yourselves to other people. The comparison game or comparing yourself to another person is doing you more damage than it is good. Yesterday, we talked about the importance of mentors and why you need mentors and everything like that and how they can help you grow. But I'm going to tell you that even with a mentor, if you're so busy comparing yourselves to another person, you are hindering your growth. You are doing more damage to yourself than to just let it be. Guys, you have to really, really understand. You're comparing yourself saying, oh, I should be in this place. Oh, I should be in this place. Like we are artists. I get it. I understand. Right. And we want to be treated as artists. But in the comparison, how can you ever, if you're comparing yourself to someone else, how can you ever stand out? If you spend all your time saying so and so does this and I do this, and why did they get this and I did this, and why did they understand? Stop. Stop. Because instead of educating yourselves, learning, doing different things, you're so busy trying to get clout and get recognition based on someone else's work. That's what comparison is doing. And here's the issue with the comparison piece that a lot of people miss out on. When you're comparing to another person, you miss out on dealing with your stuff. Because all you're trying to do is prove that you're better than the next person. Instead of either recognizing what they're doing and maybe saying, oh, okay, well, maybe they are doing this different than me or that different than me, and trying to learn, you're just so busy saying, well, so-and-so cuts hair and so do I. All right. Yeah, great. Well, why do they go to him and or go to them instead of me? I'm doing just as good a haircut as they're doing. Are you? Okay, so if your skill set is on the same level, then there's some other attributes that are going on that you're missing. But when you're so blocked and saying, I got the same skill set, I'm just as skilled as, run your own race. When you're comparing, you're looking back or you're looking to the side and you can't see where you're going. Because for all intents and purposes, the person that you're comparing yourself to may be behind you. May. And that's a big may. But somebody once told me that a person that compares or a person that hates on someone, like no one hates on you who is doing better than you. So if you hating on a person or comparing yourself to another person that why you should be and they should not be, they're doing something that you want to do. Can we just be honest? Put it all aside, sit in a dark room, and let's have a conversation. They are doing something that you want to do or feel that you should be doing. But instead of doing that, you're too busy telling everybody why you should be the person and they shouldn't be the person. You don't know their story. I can tell you that you don't know their story or really understand their story. I don't care if you grew up with the person and the person was in your same house your entire life. You in this game, you an adult. You don't know what they went through and what levels that they took to get to where they are. But I can tell you what you do know. There's some things that they're doing that you're not doing, or that you can't do, or that you don't know, or you don't understand, you haven't learned. But hating on them doesn't do any you any good. Comparing yourselves to them in an effort to prove that you are the guy doesn't do any good. Show up, do the work, do what needs to be done. Stop trying to skip steps. Stop trying to ride on their clout to prove that you're worthy. Prove your worthiness in your own right, not in somebody else's. You'll never be worthy because more likely than not, people are going to hate on a person who's hating. Right? You put the energy out there, they gonna compare. Right? You want to keep you if you want to keep score, understand that the score really can't be kept between you and the other person. The score is kept in the court of public opinion. And if we're talking about clientele and or pricing or whatever it may be, right? And although I don't believe that that it's valued at that, although I don't believe that it typically fits the profile of a barber, but if one barber is charging $100 a haircut and you're charging $20 a haircut, and the other barber is booked out and you don't have any clients, and you believe that your skill set is on the same level, the court of public opinion says the $100 barber is doing better than you, the $20 barber. And let me just say this: when I say you believe that you're on the same skill set, we do understand that there is more to a skill set than technical skills. We talked about it before. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Being just a barber is the lowest level of value you can provide. You are an image consultant for males, typically. Now, I understand females come and get haircuts, but as a barber, generally, you are an image consultant for males. Now, in most places in the world, right? In most places, men are rough, rugged, and a lot of times not very well kept, right? They're working hard, they're doing this, they're providing for their families, they're doing these types of things. Getting a haircut for them sometimes it's really just a specialty. Oh, I got a little extra money. I'm gonna go get my hair cut. Right? Oh, I gotta go look good for this because my wife said I need a haircut. I'm gonna go get a haircut. I'm shaggy because it doesn't really matter. I look like this so my family can look a certain way, and I can do this, and I can. Most men operate in that manly state, right? And that's subjective, but you know the burly, the kind of unkept, you know, they kind of operate in that state quite often. Okay, so when they come and sit in your chair, you are their image consultant. They're trusting you. And let's talk about married men. Married men are trusting you to provide a service to them, right? That could potentially bring a spark back in their marriage. So they doing. They're coming and saying, "Look, you know, it's time for me to get a haircut." Right? Wife said I need to get a haircut, or I'm getting ready to go out tonight. And you're the image consultant, right? They can put all the clothes on that they want to, but a haircut is the final piece. The haircut is the final piece to what we're talking about here. It's the final piece of the image. We can go right now and take, you've seen it, but you could take a homeless person off the street, clean them up, man. I'm talking about just, you know, give them a bath and put a Tom Ford suit on them. And although the suit may look nice, it can be tailored and fit to perfection. But if he still looks disheveled without a haircut, you wasted the opportunity to put that suit on. But you give them a haircut, trim their, you know, if they got a beard, trim their beard up. You do all of those sorts of things. You do all of those and add it to it. You know, you've seen the videos. These people they don't even look homeless anymore. It That's how important that haircuts are. That's how important haircuts are. And when you're behind the chair, you should treat it as such. Now, like I said, image consultant, not barber. You're a barber, you're licensed as barber, everything like that, but you're really an image consultant, right? You gonna give them confidence. You're an image consultant. You know, your service can do some things for their relationship, right? Men are, and let's keep this in mind. Men are visual, and sometimes when you've been down in the dumps and you got all that burly, overgrown look, and then you see yourself, it triggers something for the man to bring that man back out. Oh yes, this is who I am. I've been hiding up underneath all of this stuff. This is who I am. And that process, like I said, when you're just comparing and you thinking, oh, it's just about the skills. Listen, nobody whether they like the food or not, I have never heard anybody complain about the service at Chick-fil-A. Honestly, Chick-fil-A is known more for their service, I think, in my opinion, than their food. Their food complements their service. I don't think it's the greatest food in the world. But you know something? When you go into the store or you go through the drive-through, you talk to the person, in the drive-through and things like that, from the moment that they take your order, they make you feel important. From the moment that they start, hey, how are you doing? Uh, can I take your order? Blah, blah. They make you feel important. We've all been to the fast food place. Yeah, what you want? Doesn't make you feel important. I don't care how good the food is. It actually, that poor customer service overshadows the product. And a lot of you barbers, and I'm gonna be who I am, and I'm a man, and da da da. You overshadowing the product. If you got good skills, you can provide good quality haircuts, but that's how you talk to people. Nobody wants to give you their money to be mistreated. There is only one business model where that makes sense, and I can't think of the restaurant, but the one where they just talk. There's only one business model, and I think it's only like one. If there's a franchise, it's a very small franchise. It's not everywhere. It's in a vacation place. It's an experience when you're on vacation, but that is what they're known for. As many times as I've heard anything about that restaurant, I have never heard anything about their food, but I have always heard about their customer service. I don't know if the food is good or not. Most people probably couldn't tell you whether the food was good or not. It was probably very, very mediocre. Or it could be the best thing in the world. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some research and figure that out. Because that's actually a really interesting thought. I've never known anybody to actually talk about the food. They talk about the experience. Now, if you think about it like that, when you hear people, again, they talk about the experience. When you hear people, like I said, talk about Chick-fil-A, most of them talk about the customer service before they ever talk about the food. The food at Chick-fil-A is at best. Yes, it's militant. They're polite. They get their food out. Things like that. But I look at like, hey, I ordered meals for my family, and you stuffed it all in one bag. That's just me. That's just me. You stuffed it here. I'm gonna give you this bag that you can't close, but have a wonderful day. And it's still like nobody talks about stuff like that. Nobody talks about the fact that you got about 3 minutes before them waffle fries is cold. Once they hot in the drive through as you driving out, but typically by the time you get home, cold, absolutely cold, and do not reheat. Nobody talks about that. So when you're comparing yourselves to other people, think about that. I know barbers who are not great with a booked out. They have amazing customer service. They give an average to above average haircut, but they make their customers feel important, genuinely important. And understand, like, you can't fake this. Right? You can't fake this. I got a term, and I'm gonna take it um from a sales training that I heard, and I'm gonna kind of paraphrase it and make it my own. Like, if you're in a shop and the only thing you're thinking about is making money, like I told you, you know, care about the people, the money will come. Care about the money, the people will run. Right? Those people that care about the money, they have what I'm gonna coin as like money breath. Everything they do is so unsincere because all they care about is getting another dollar. Everything they do, they got the fakest laugh. A he. You know, they gonna rock you to sleep with this haircut, and it's gonna be quick and terrible, or it's gonna be, it's gonna be what. They're not gonna take their time. They're not gonna make sure that it's done the right way, because there's a dollar sign attached to this service, and all they care about is the dollar sign, not the service. They are those type of barbers, for all intents and purposes, are what I'm gonna start calling knockoff barbers. They are barbers that you get on. They not even knockoff barbers. They Temu barbers. They don't care nothing about what they got going on. They care nothing about the industry. They devalue the industry because they've got money on their breath. But unlike Temu and AliExpress and places like that, where you can typically get a deal, they're going to tell you that my services are top dollar. And then you open up it's like they gonna pull you with the Timo. They gonna show you these great pictures, and they gonna talk a good game and everything like that. And then they go, they say, "Oh, this is what I can do. Oh, yeah. Can you do this? Yeah, sure. Come on, I can take you right here." They tap the seat real nice for you. Pap, 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 pap. Come on, yeah. No need to wait. And when you get in that chair, they gonna cut your hair, and they gonna sell you, boy. Sell you. They got that. Not only do they have money breath, but if they really in their zone, they got tip breath. Oh, yeah. And then they're gonna sell you on a bad haircut. Sell you on a terrible haircut. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to fight them off with a stick tonight. Lies. Lies. It looks like you got beat with a stick. You ain't fighting nobody off with no stick. Lies. Just straight lies. And they might get them once. Make them feel good. Make the client feel good. Bet you won't see him again. I bet you that barber won't see him again. Another barber might see him again in the shop, but he won't. They won't. And they're sitting around looking stupid in the face. What's wrong? Care about the people, the money will come. Care about the money, the people will run. That dollar bill breath. Ugh. just stinks. Stinks. And everything about your attitude and everything that goes on, it just stinks. First one to compare. Oh well, you know, I'm doing this, and then here's the biggest cop out that I like to hear. Oh, we all serve our people how we serve our people. No, sir. There's a standard. There is a standard, sir. And we are all human beings. I'd be the first to tell you, not every haircut am I the best at, but I do give a valid effort on every haircut that I do. I am constantly improving. I mean, guys, like I'd spent and love my wife. I spent what could have been quality time. I sat down here for about an hour and a half and watched barber videos before I did this podcast because I love what I do. And I want to get better at things that I'm not so great at. But some of you guys go some of you guys is working all week to buy bottles and show people in the club or you know wherever buy bottles to impress them, be like, yeah, I got the big bottle. Ain't got a pot to piss in. Nothing. Nothing. They ain't got nothing else. You got $10,000 worth of clothes in your closet. And it ain't even your closet. It's a shared closet that belongs to somebody else. Name ain't even on the lease. Got a raggedy car. Do all of this. What? But you hating on people who are doing, and this is crazy. You can, we started out saying you are comparing yourselves to other people only because you feel like they're doing better to you. You're not comparing you wouldn't dare compare yourself to a person you thought was worse. So that's just dumb. So you comparing yourself, trying to show, oh yeah, no, I'm it. No, not him, it's me. Okay. All right. So how do we solve this? One, and there's only one way there's only one way I feel that you can solve this whole comparison thing. Stop comparing yourself and do the work. Do the damn work. Excuse my language. Apologize. I don't like to cuss on here. I've that in 70 some episodes. This is the first time I've ever. Do the work. Learn the steps. Learn the process. Develop your customer service. Develop your communication skills. Learn the different styles and the different processes it takes to complete each one of those styles. Recognize the patterns of things that's going on. And guys, listen. I'm just going to say this. If your skill set is not there, the easiest thing you can do is adjust your attitude. just your customer service. Speak to people. Speak to your clients. Have a little small chit chat with them. Speak to them. It's not rocket science. It's really not. It is truly not rocket science. You do your client consultations and you're getting frustrated because you don't understand what the client is saying or something, like you don't get that. If you don't understand that, guess what? I'm gonna be honest with you, that's your fault. You shouldn't start a haircut if you don't understand what they're asking for. Based on what they're asking for, if you don't understand, then ask more questions. If you still don't understand, ask more questions. If you still don't understand, ask more questions. And if you get to a stalemate point, take what you understand, type it into that expensive smartphone that you have, because I'm sure you got one. Type it into that expensive smartphone that you have, pull up a picture and say, is this what you mean? No. Okay. Maybe, kind of, sort of, like this. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Adjust it. Is this what you mean? Yeah, like that. Until you can get a firm understanding of what they are asking you for. Once you got a good understanding, then you go to work. Don't just take part of the idea of what you think that they're doing or what you think that they are talking about. Don't just take that and say, all right, yeah, this is what we go. No, man. Are you serious? They said fade, so I'm going to give them a ball fade. Maybe they didn't want a ball fade. Maybe they didn't. Who knows? You should. Because you should have asked them. You should have asked them. If it takes you 7 to 10, if it takes you 10 minutes to do a consultation, so be it. If you understand, if it takes you 10 minutes and now you understand, the client understands, everybody is aware, now we can begin to work, so be it. So what? Here's the thing, why are we rushing? I understand wanting to do things in a timely manner and you know, oh, I got a schedule. I understand that. But I would rather my client be a little upset that the service took longer than they wanted and they got exactly what they wanted than to give them, you know, get you in that chair 20 minutes. Like, this is not Domino's. No. Do I think that you should be sitting in chairs for an hour and a half? Absolutely not. Absolutely freaking not. No. No, I don't. But do I think 30 minutes is acceptable? Yes. Do I think 40 minutes is acceptable? Yes. Depending on what it is. Maybe a style that you're not comfortable with. Take your time. Rather the client be happy and a little upset that they sat longer than for you to butcher them because, oh, they were in the chair and they took a real deep breath. they gave off some real bad energy. Stop it. So I tried to get him out there as fast as I possibly can. That's not a child. If it is a child, okay. That child, okay, image consultant, okay, barber. They gave me a little attitude, so I rushed it. Got him out of the chair. Now you done left him with a chili bowl or patches. They look like 101 Dalmatians walking around here looking crazy. But hey, I got my money. And they got their haircut. It may not be what they wanted, but they got their haircut. Okay. Wouldn't hold your breath for them to come back. Just saying. Just saying. Anyways, guys, this has been a wild episode of the Band of Barbers podcast. I'm your host, Devon Evans. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is, I believe, episode 78. Man, it's just flying by. This is episode 78. Guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope that you guys are really, really enjoying the content that we're creating for you guys. I'm trying to create real world content, not so much super high level, more of just what's going on in the shop, what you experience, the gaps that you have, and I'm trying to be as truthful as I possibly can with you about the things that you guys are experiencing and you'll see and things of that nature. So if you like the episode, please like, comment, share, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your neighbors, share it with whoever will listen. I don't care. Listen, let your 5-year-old hear it if he wants to listen. I don't care. I try to make very, very, I don't cuss. I make very, very appropriate stuff that's realistic that people can apply to their everyday life. And a lot of this stuff, these principles apply not only just to barbering, but they apply to life as well and general business. So this is for you guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.